Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of Game Sack.
And this week we're going to talk about movie-based games like we talked about last week.
No, we're not talking about movie-based games this week.
Demolition Man?
No! You remember that beating you got last week?
Yeah,
Jeez. I mean, I like giving you that beating, but I don't want to have to give you another one. We're not doing movie-based games this week.
What are we going to talk about then?
I know. How about rally-based games? You know, racing games?
Yeah, I like rally-based games.
Yeah, let's talk about rally-based racing games this week.
I think this is going to be a really good episode because I do like rally racing games quite a bit. I don't think they get quite the notoriety that they deserve. So Joe, tell me, what rally racing games are we going to talk about?
Well, Dave, you're right. It is going to be a good episode because we're going to cover Sega Rally on the Saturn. We're going to look at Sega Rally 2 on the Dreamcast. We're going to look at Rally Sport Challenge on the original Microsoft Xbox 32-bit system. Its sequel, Rally Sport Challenge 2, also for the Xbox. Sega Rally Revoh, which is available on the PS3 and Xbox 360. And the recently released Dirt 3 by Codemasters, makers of the Game Genie.
Hey Joe, I noticed something here. You mentioned Sega Rally 3 times, and there's no Nintendo Rally games. Why do you think that is? I don't know why Nintendo didn't make a rally game.
Well, because Nintendo only likes Mario Kart. Now, give me my Sega games. We're going to look at these, and we're going to have fun.
Sega Rally Championship. Easy left. Easy right. Over jump.
First up is Sega Rally for the 32-bit Saturn system. In my opinion, this was really kind of the intro to rally racing games because I don't really remember any previous rally racing games, but for me, this is where it all started. It's a fantastic game.
This had it all. It had really good track design, cool cars, cool courses. Anything you would really want in a good racing game.
This is really what it's all about when it comes to arcade fun. I mean, this may be probably one of the more limited rally games, as far as variety and cars and stuff, but to me it's still probably one of the best, if not the best rally game ever, just because of how fun it is despite its limitations.
Yeah, completely. The good old pick up and play. So, good job, Sega. I like this one.
Finish!
Next up is Sega Rally 2 on the Dreamcast, which I believe was a launch title in both Japan and the US, and to me it just seemed kind of sloppy. I don't think it really compared very well to the first one.
It kind of seemed like it was rushed. It felt very uninspired. The track design wasn't that great. A lot of tight corners, and it just was didn't seem to be as well thought out as the first game.
No, and it had that sloppy frame rate where, sometimes it was 60 frames per second, other times it was like 22 or whatever. And I just think they could have spent a lot more time on it. It had a good music, but, it was okay. And the game was really, really hard, though, compared to the first one anyway.
Yeah, completely hard. And, maybe part of that hardness was because of the crappy controller that...
I know what you're saying, the Dreamcast controller. We'll talk about that in a future episode.
Very long, easy right. 100, easy left. Medium right. Over jump. Easy right. Caution.
Alright, here we have Sega Rally Revoh, which is available for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. We're looking at the PS3 version here. It was made by Western developers, but it's okay. It doesn't really seem a whole lot like Sega Rally, and it's still really, really hard.
It definitely is a hard game. It's a better game than the Dreamcast one, I thought, but not much. The track layout was okay, not great. You could see here that they have that track deformation, which looks like there's 8 inches of mud under your tires, and
that was the whole basis on this game, was that whole track deformation thing.
Yeah, and it's a good effort, but I think they concentrated too hard on that and not the rest of the game. So
the graphics were pretty colorful.
Oh yeah, very colorful. It was like a Saturday morning cartoon. I like the color palette.
Yeah, no kidding. But it did have some rather unmemorable music.
Oh, there's music in there?
I don't remember.
Long medium left, medium right. Easy left, easy right, maybe.
Dear Nintendo, I am your biggest fan by far.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm writing Nintendo an email because there's a huge lack of rally racing games on the Nintendo format by Nintendo.
Well, come on. You don't need to be all butthurt just because we've been talking about Sega Rally games. We still got 3 more to go, and they're not made by Sega.
Well, yeah, but they're not made by Nintendo either, so...
Well, whatever. Now is time to give away a free game to a lucky viewer, and this time we're going to give it away to Matt Turner.
Right,
let's
Matt.
see. What does he get this week? Ah, crap, I accidentally pulled out 2 games. Neo Turf Masters for the Neo Geo and Metal Slug 4 for the Neo Geo. Which one should I give him?
Give them both. You got it. You pulled them both out.
Yeah, might as well.
Hey, does this guy even have a Neo Geo?
You know, that's a good point. I don't know. We'll just send him one just in case. Anyway, let's look at those other 3 rally games. Here we have Rally Sport Challenge for the Microsoft Xbox. It's not the 360, it's the original Xbox 32-bit system. And it was really good for its time, had great graphics for its day, and I think it's aged pretty well.
This was a really good intro to the rally system for Microsoft. They really had a lot of cool different types of rally races in here, from the hill climb to an ice rally to crossover. It just really was really cool.
And it had lots of good control, I thought. I mean, it felt really good. I mean, it took a little getting used to, but the game really left me wanting more the further I got into it, and it's just like, but it does have a lot of tracks.
Yeah, definitely. Really good. The analog stick on the Xbox controller, I must say, is one of the best ones out there, I feel. And it really helped get into this game for me quite a bit.
Hard left, caution, rocks outside. Easy left, over finish.
Here we have Rally Sport Challenge 2, also for the Xbox, which I think has a bit more of an arcade feel than the first one, but it's still really fun, and arcade feel is definitely not a bad thing.
This is definitely a nice progression from Rally Sport Challenge. Again, there's lots of different types of rally racing, and there is a ton of tracks under each one.
Oh
and
man, no kidding.
Some of them are stupid long, and you're going to actually be holding your urine because you have to go so bad, but you can't because you have to finish this race.
And the control is really good on this one. I mean, just like the first one, but I think it's probably even a little bit better on this one. I don't know.
Again, with the analog stick, and it just really brings you into the game as a complete package. And again, this game, you can put your custom soundtrack on there, so if you want, maybe Lady Gaga or something, you can race with that.
Yeah, absolutely. What DICE really needs to do is make another rally game. I don't know if they have the Rally Sport license, but DICE really needs to make another rally game on a current generation or maybe even next generation platform.
Yeah, come on, DICE, get it together, would you?
Caution, jump. Caution, jump. Long, easy left, tightens. Onto gravel. Easy right.
last but not necessarily least, we have the recently released Dirt 3, which is available for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. This is the PS3 version we're looking at here, and it has phenomenal graphics.
Yeah, total eye candy, man.
Yeah, and there's lots of different types of racing on here. I mean, just pretty much more than any kind of rally event that I've ever seen. I mean, you can race trucks and buggies and stuff too.
Yeah, crazy. I'm really looking forward to getting into this game. It's only about 2 hours old for me, but it looks like there's a ton of awesome stuff in here, and I can't wait to dive in. You know, my only problem so far is with the controls. They seem quite fishy. I find myself going all over the dang track and can't keep my tail in a straight line, but you know,
yeah, you'll get the hang of it.
Oh yeah, I'm very confident about that. So
one thing I want to mention about this game is there's all these people talking to you, and you can't always skip them. And I don't know who these people are or why they're my friends, and it's just like I don't need all this preamble. I just want to jump in and race. Screw everything else, you know. I really don't care much for the Gymkhana events that are scattered throughout the game. Burnout Paradise is a much better game if you want to drive around and do tricks. Also, there are no real hill climbs that I've seen yet, not like there are in Rally Sport Challenge 2. This isn't the end-all be-all of rally racing games, but it's still really good.
yeah, right. And one other thing I've noticed, there's absolutely no soundtrack during racing. And what's up with that? Sometimes
Yeah.
I like to race with some crazy awesome techno music.
Yeah, no kidding. Also, this game comes with a verification code that you need to type in online so you can play online. If you have the PlayStation 3 version, it tries to take you to the PlayStation Store, and that's down right now, so you can't even play online with this, so you're stuck with single player.
Yeah, so, well, maybe Joe, in like a month or something, we can actually play together.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then you can watch my YouTube replay.
Okay.
That was awesome. You gotta show that to the world. Put it on YouTube.
And thanks for tuning in this week for our special rally racing episode of Game Sack.
Yeah, that was a really good one. I liked it, and I hope you guys did too. And as you could see, there's probably a lot of good racing games out there, and I think you should go buy a rally game today. And maybe in a future episode, Joe, we can talk about more racing games such as simulation versus arcade. What do you think?
I think that would be a good idea. Maybe by then Nintendo will have gotten your email and they'll have a proper racing game.
I hope so.
Nah, it's not going to happen. They're just going to have Mario Kart.
Sad. Come on, Nintendo, make that game. I want it.
Dude, it's not going to happen.
Why not? It is too.
Dude, check this out. Sega Rally totally rocks.
Shut the hell up. This does rock.